Hi, it's May. We are back to the season 3 for the interview. I got a lot of titles. I got Micheal Vasquez.
Yes.
So you are the actor, you are the host, and also you are the film judges. And what else do? You did a lot of things.
I do some voiceover. I've done some stage acting. I've been in some commercials. Um, I do film judging, as you said, with the Oceanside International Film Festival. I've been a film judge for San Diego International Kids Film Festival. And I do red carpet interviews and for Oceanside International Film Festival. And I've done some interviews at the San Diego International Kids Film
Yes,
Festival.
I can remember.
Also.
That's it. What bring you to the acting world?
So, a long time ago, I worked for a big company, big national company, and um, they came to our department and asked if somebody would like to be in a commercial. I raised my hand. I was in a TV commercial, and I had a neighbor at the time that I just really knew in passing, and he happened to see the commercial, and he said, "Look, I'm a 3D animator, and I've been wanting to make a movie. Are you interested?" And I said, "Yes, I'd love to." So we started to work on making a couple of small movies. We created a lot of YouTube content. He wrote. He was a writer, director, editor. He did everything, and I did the acting parts. One of the films that we made was called Haircut, and his name is Larry McCusker. He's a great 3D animator, really good digital guy. And we got that film into Oceanside International Film Festival. They asked us both to be on the committee. I accepted and he declined. And then I've been doing it ever since. That was like 2010.
Wow, that's quite a long time. Experienced.
So, quite a long time. And I was never the red carpet interview guy. I was the guy that went out in town and solicited all of the craft beer companies to donate beer to us, so that we could serve beer for $1 a cup at the film festival. So one time they were in the middle of judging, and they needed someone to do interviews. They were putting together tally up all the votes, and they had nobody. So they said, "Look, we need you to do interviews." So I just happened to be there, and I just happened to start doing it, and I've been learning ever since.
So it looks like that the career chose you.
Yes, in a way.
So you must be good at that. So that's why to let you one to the others.
Well, I would say it's always a learning process, and you get better with experience, and that's with everything. So I'm always learning something new. I'm always trying to. I'm really just there to interview the actors, directors, and
to keep your mind open to accept any opportunities.
Right, and I just help them get the information they want to get out to the public. So as I go through and watch the films, the genre I do are narrative shorts and full-length features. But then once we accept all the films, I go through and watch everything, so that I have some knowledge of what movies they put together, and I'm genuinely interested in what they've got to say. And like I said, I just want them to get their information out to the public.
So since you get into acting, do you go back to have any acting classes or any training?
I continuously train. I'm in a master class now with Sandra K. Horner in Los Angeles. And it's really good to continuously train and learn, because you're always learning something new. And acting is not as simple as you might think. But for some people, it might be simple, but it's really, you have to really learn this craft, study this craft, and constantly train so that you're really in tune to what you're doing. It's very helpful.
How do you manage the characters or Christmas things for acting and as a host?
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. So you just work at it. Acting is
more scripted, but for the host, quite often you cannot prepare too much, right?
Well, and a lot of it's improvisational, and it can be in acting too, depending on how far away you get from the script. but yeah, you really as you learn it and as time goes on, you just get better, and it just comes with experience. But you're always learning something new, and it's good to keep your mind open. And it's nice when you can actually, when you've watched the films that are at the festival and you know something about them, you really connect really well with who you're interviewing because they know that you're interested in what they did and you know a lot about how they put the film
I think it's
together.
also the good networking too, right?
It's fantastic. Pardon me. It's fantastic networking. You meet a lot of great people, and I've met some really wonderful people and been invited or been able to have the opportunity to audition for roles and actually get some different roles in films. It's just it's great. It's a lot of fun.
So what is the most challenging role you have been involved so far?
It's all there. Everything's challenging. Everything you approach is challenging, and you're it's difficult to become the character. So there's a lot of things you learn when you take classes that help you understand how to become that person so that there's no question that you are
The person.
that character. You become that character.
How do you manage it? As you know, some of the scripts is very technical and very long. What is the process for you to memorize it and get into it?
Personally, for me, I read it and I have to write it. I write all of the lines from the parts that I'm in. Sometimes I write both sides of the script. I write the entire script, but I'll write it at the minimum 5 times and say it as I'm writing it and recite it. And as I'm going through that process, I have different feelings about it. The more times I say it and the more times I write it out, it starts to become, I start to be able to recall it more easily. I'll record it on my phone and listen to it. I do a lot of driving, so I'll just turn on the script and I'll recite it as it's being, coming through on the phone.
Do you act in front of the camera on the mirror?
I do. Sometimes I do. I want to see what I look like, how I'm interacting. It's important to see that because you don't always know what you look like and
Exactly.
what your expressions are. When you see them, you go, "Oh, I don't quite like that. I'd like to do something a little different." So it's helpful, very helpful. It's great if you can have somebody read with you. If you get that opportunity, that's really helpful to practice.
What do you think nowadays, the AI and affecting the acting side and the movie side?
There's no getting away from AI. AI is here and it's just growing. I think the audience can accept both and will accept both. I think there's something when you actually have a physical person and you connect with them in a different way than you do with something digital. Whenever I watch movies and there's a lot of, you can kind of tell when there's digital parts of it coming in, and it kind of takes away from the story a little bit for me.
Agreed.
Yeah, the human experience is so much more different, but AI has gotten so good that sometimes it's hard to tell.
I think if you can use AI as a tool, not rely on them to produce things, then it's more manageable.
Well, it's definitely a tool, and people are going to use it in different ways. And at some point, you might just be a robot I'm talking to.
I know. I'm a robot. For you, all those act or commercial, is any scenes you feel embarrassed or very deep impression or affecting you a lot?
Well, not too long ago, I did a print ad for men's underwear.
Okay.
So, when you take off all your clothes and you're just wearing underwear,
Is it the first time?
It's a little you're a little self-conscious about
Is it
how
the first
you look.
time you did that kind of commercial?
That was the first time, and it was a stretch. It took a lot to do that, but you got to put on a brave face and do what you can. Do the best you can. And I walked across a a street, Coast Highway in San Diego,
Public.
in public.
Did you wave to them? Hello?
No, I was just walking down the street, but it was in my underwear. It's, it's probably not something out of the ordinary.
I think
People
it's
probably see
out of
that.
your comfort zone to do that, right?
It's always good to challenge yourself. If you're too comfortable, you're not growing, you're not learning. So it's good to take on things that might feel difficult and work through those and do the best you can.
Or maybe next time we can lead you to more a sexy and saucy side of the acting.
I've not gotten into that part of it. A romantic scene is not out of the question. It could happen.
But I think if you, out of your comfort zone with this one, you know that you can do it. You're comfortable to take on different things.
Yeah, you definitely want to try new things all the time. I think it lets you learn more, you grow more. It might be hard, it might be a difficult thing to do.
It is. It looks easy and good in the camera, but it's not easy for the actors.
Well, for it to look natural
yes.
and for it to look comfortable, for you to look comfortable, that's a big challenge.
Yes. Well, maybe the next step. How do you face the criticisms, a good thing and the bad things?
You mean if
The
people are critical?
criticize you.
You can't please everybody, and you do the best you can, but it's good to listen to what the critics are saying because you can take a look at that closer and do a better job with that, or maybe there's something I need to learn from that to help me get better. So critics aren't always bad.
Is there any actors or actress or anyone in the industry that you want to collaborate with?
I like collaborating, and it's
the best way to be the bro.
Anyone that I can collaborate with. You always learn something from somebody, no matter who they are, and it's good also too. I've been able to work behind the scenes a little bit. I've worked at Crafty, I've worked at BTS, doing photography, and that's helped me. It helps round you out as an actor because you feel for the people on set. The two actors or however many actors there are there's so many other people involved to create that scene. And they work hard. It's good to have a good relationship with everybody on set.
Is there any role you haven't involved that you really want to try?
I'm really open to most everything. And whatever comes my way.
Have you done any musical?
Actually, I have.
Ah.
And it's been very exciting. I learned a lot. We had a dance teacher.
Is that a live show?
No, it was not a live show. It was filmed. It was a full-length feature film.
What's it called? Can you say?
It's called Angel Girl.
Angel Girl.
And it's a full-length feature film, but it's in the process. It hasn't been finished yet. But there was a lot of singing.
You sing and dance?
I was singing,
Ooh.
dancing, and it's fantastic. And I didn't know how to do all those things. So I learned so much going through that process. And it was a big challenge, but it was great.
So that means you're a good singer.
I mean, I try. I don't know if I'm a great singer or not.
Wait and see.
But I'm open to do those things.
That's really good.
And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I think it's good thing because when you do the interview, when you're in the acting, the people can see your potential. Then you say, oh, you can try this one. And I think you're always, have open mind. Out of your comfort zone to try everything, to put 100% of yourself to that.
Yes, you can only get better experiencing those things. Even if you fail, you're still experiencing
I'm
it.
so excited for you to have that musical one. I think this is so fun.
I would love to be involved in another musical. I would love to do some more stage work. It's a big challenge. Stage work is a big challenge. I have a lot of respect for people that do stage work, but there's a lot of give and take from the audience.
Yeah, the stage work actually is a good thing because even the same show, every day you do is different reaction. Your performance is different.
Well, and you're growing through all those performances, and you might do something a little different. And I've been on stage, and maybe you forget a line. It's happened to me.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Yeah,
everybody. To be honest, that's everybody.
It's a little nerve-wracking sometimes. So, yeah, you want.
Okay, go back to your hosting side. what do you think is the most important um, signs to be the good host?
Well, you have to speak clearly. You want to engage with the audience. You might have a joke or two, prepared. Um, yeah, you want people to have fun, and you want to keep things lively.
Make it more attractive to everybody's.
Yes, you want to dress nicely. You want to be very presentable.
Always.
You want to show up on time. You want to be reliable.
For the film judges, it's quite different things. You need to watch a lot of movies. Will you say, I just sick of the title of that?
It's tough. It's tough. There's a lot of hours of watching, and sometimes you'll start watching something and you really don't. You're not appreciating.
Do you drop down the other note every time when you watch a different movie?
So everyone has different criteria for judging. So you follow the criteria, but you can also make notes. You can make specific notes of what you felt, and sometimes there's great content, but maybe the sound is off. Mm-hmm. Or the camera wasn't right. And you can make those notes, and they may or may not be able to fix that, but there's certain things, I think, when you're going into it, when you're making a film, that you need to understand. You want to make those things correct, so that when you submit it, it'll be accepted.
At the same time, I think you will learn a different country's production. They have a different style too, right?
Definitely, and that's what's nice about an international film festival. You get the flavor of the world. So you really are introduced to different cultures, and that's really enlightening and engaging, and it's really neat. Everyone has a fantastic story to tell. It's very difficult to go through the whole process and get it completed and actually submit it.
That's a long journey.
That's a long journey. One of the films that my friend Larry and I were involved with, it was just myself and Larry and a digital blade. It's called Haircut. A blade that was chasing me. Well, it took almost 2 years to finish the editing.
Well, it takes a long time.
Because it was just him doing all the work.
Cut the budget down.
And as he was going through the process, at the end, he said, look, I would have never completed the editing had it not been for you being in it. Because over that amount of time, you grow, and you would have never shot the movie the same way. Maybe you wouldn't have written it the same way.
Exactly.
And you look at it and you start to cringe and think, I'm not really happy with how this came out, because over that amount of time, you would have completely changed what you did.
Yes. What is your next project? Can you disclose it?
Well, I just was on a film. I was a background extra in a film called Concert Heroes. Now that's probably going to go it's in post-production now. That's probably going to go straight to streaming services. I don't think it's going to be in theaters. And I'm currently on a film. I've had some background parts, and I had some lines, and I have a bigger role as a mayor of a small fictional town. And that's called a Christmas movie. Now there's another title, but they may be changing the title. And that's been through the San Diego International Kids Film Festival that I got to be involved in that.
I think that's the connection. That's the networking working. That's very important. I think everybody is doing contributions, and open your mind, open arms to tell us, hey, we can work together. And then after the conversation, after the panel, they said, it clicked. Okay, we can do something together.
And this is all of these things have happened through volunteering. Volunteering to work with people, volunteering to help others create.
We have to start from something. Then people have faith on you to do that.
If you're interested in getting into this, it's doable. You can do it.
Last thing, if you give some advice for the newcomer, they want to join as an actor or the host, give them some advice for that.
Well, definitely take some acting classes, get some headshots taken, start to build a resume, and through when you start to build a resume, you can do it through volunteering. Volunteer with a film festival, volunteer to do some hosting, or if you're not actually doing the hosting, shadow the host and learn how they're doing it, learn their processes, and they'll help you. I'll help you. Come to the Oceanside International Film Festival and I'll share with you things that I know and you can shadow me. Come to the San Diego Kids International Film Festival and talk to us.
So how can they find you? What is the social? Can you share with our audience?
I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on X. Just look for Micheal E. Vasquez and you'll find me out there.
Can you spell it out for us? Your
Micheal, Michael. Always put the middle initial E, and my last name is V is in Victor, ASQUZ.
you know where to find him and where to shadow him. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank you
I
so much.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much. Thank you. Always good to see you. So stay tuned. We have more interview to come. Bye.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.